Hi guys, welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. Sorry about any background noise, that's just Limonka. As you can probably tell, I haven't been playing this game since the last video. Mostly because I was still busy with other games, and I thought if I can avoid playing it too much by myself and just, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I just thought since I can save playing it until I'm recording, I might as well, just so we can experience most of it together. Mainly I've been busy with Stray, I guess you would call it a cat simulation game, and it's not really a simulation, but the game where you play as a cat in a pretty short story, of which I may or may not do a playthrough at some point, but I'm one trophy away from getting the platinum, and then I think I'll just leave it be for the time being. So anyway, to get back to Hogwarts. I know all this, not all this, I know what this side quest is about, so I think I will just complete it now. Although I am curious what happens if I use this. Oh. It's not necessarily a pleasant sound.
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Okay.
Do come and find me if you stumble on something.
I forget
that solves the mystery.
where I saw this quest. It might have been PlayStation Access, but I know there is a moth to find somewhere. Although I forget where exactly. If you hear any more noise than usual behind me, because Limonka is stalking around, because yesterday we took home a second cat, which was, kind of a somewhat tense experience.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented glue powder.
'Cause we have been thinking for quite some time about getting a second cat, but Limonka is not super old, but she's 8 right now. So we're not completely sure how she will react to new cats in the house. But then again, she might live another 10 years, who knows. And we would rather not wait 10 years to get another cat. So Anna found, or she, I forget how she came across it in the first place, but there was a post on Facebook from someone she knows who took in a stray. And they couldn't keep her. She was spayed and not yet chipped, but that's something we definitely have to do still. And as she does, Anna just had a gut feeling that this was supposed to be our second cat. So last night we drove for an hour and a half or so to go see, telling ourselves that if it didn't feel right we wouldn't take her home. But if you own any pets, I think you'll understand that there's rarely such a thing as just going for a look, because we already pretty much decided that we were going to take her home. What's this? Tasseled kufi. Okay, but to get back to this quest, I know there is a moth somewhere that you have to guide back to the painting with Lumos. Perhaps I should try Lumos. Wait.
Oh.
Oh.
Must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Sure.
This looks like the location from the
Aha.
painting.
There it is.
What could be so special about it? Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Okay, that was easy enough, but still took me a bit too long. Now what? Okay.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame. Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the
By
location
being a
of the
genius.
painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Meat, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out.
Limonka was scratching at the door to go out, even though she was just out. So, yeah. Now we have a second cat. And Anna came up with the name Rukola, which literally means Rukola, the herb. Still wonder if you're supposed to just catch this one by hand without any spells. Okay, no. And the first night was a bit tense because we locked her, or we didn't lock her, but we put her in our second room where Anna's photo studio is. So she would have a room to herself to kind of get used to us a bit and, acclimatize. But at around, I think 4 or so this morning, I woke up from some stumbling sounds and meowing that wasn't Limonka. So at first I didn't get up because I thought she was just calling for her previous mom and just being a bit scared or nervous. But then I did get up. I did get up and I saw that the door to the studio was open, which means either she got out or Limonka got in. I think the first one is the most likely. Pardon me for just rambling a bit and not really doing much in the game. So I didn't want to wake Anna up right away because she has to go to the office today and I know she needs her sleep. So I looked for Rukola by myself for 10 minutes or so. She wasn't in the studio, she wasn't in the bedroom. So I went downstairs and by that time I did wake up Anna. And we found Rukola underneath the couch. The Three Sisters bells are said to be a tribute to 3 similarly named beautiful Steep ridges that rise majestically over a glen in Argyllshire. Sorry. It is rumored that one can hear them ring in the glen way across the highlands when they are rung in the castle. Locals have been baffled by the mysterious ringing for years. Okay. A few easy field guide pages. This broken broom belonged to Celine Wartnaby, and is rumored to be all that remains after she insisted on demonstrating her experimental lunar apparition charm to fellow third years. No one knows if she succeeded. So Rukola was under the couch, and obviously she didn't want to come out. Which made it a little bit scary because we weren't planning to have Limonka and her meet already. Wooden cat. That's appropriate. This wooden statue bears the likeness of Pangur Dawn, fearless female mouse hunter and devoted study companion. So, at first, Anna decided to just sleep for another. Shh, not so loud. She decided to sleep on the couch for the 2 or so hours that she had left of sleep, just in case they did, physically meet each other and maybe have a bit of a scrap. And I stayed downstairs as well because I felt like I had to. And Limonka, I don't think she knew right away where Rukola was, but she did figure it out, and then there was some growling. But when Limonka went to the bathroom, not for herself, just to our bathroom, Rukola did sneak from under the couch and ran up the stairs so we could separate them, which is a pretty big relief for me because I'm home by myself now, and I wouldn't be 100% sure what to do if they were fighting or whatever. Lachlan the Lanky. The statue depicts the wizard Lachlan the Lanky, a tall, slender wizard who appears quite proud of himself. For what precisely, no one knows.
Revelio.
Map of Argyllshire. I'm sorry if you're Scottish or British, and I'm completely butchering that name. This map depicts I guess it's Argyllshire, a region in Scotland which contains the Hebrides, native home of the Hebridean black dragon. And right now, Limonka is outside, Rukola is upstairs, sleeping or, stressing out a bit. Oh, what?
Revelio.
Oh, okay. And during the day I will have to stop myself a bit from going up there every 5 minutes to check on her and see if she likes me a bit better. Apparently, according to the woman who took her in, she may have been mistreated by a guy, since she's much more skittish around men.
Revelio.
Which we can already confirm because Anna was already able to pet her and pick her up. But I almost haven't seen her at all.
Off on another adventure, are we?
But this will take some time. Right now, actually, it's more important that... Oh.
Revelio.
Not sure how to deal with this just... Right now, it's more important that she and Limonka get along. Or at least they don't attack each other on sight, which so far they haven't, but you never know. That's more important than her trusting me right now.
Revelio.
The yawning gargoyle. Although this smoke-breathing gargoyle might appear to be enchanted, it is actually the Hufflepuff common room chimney. Oh, okay. It's kind of interesting. So far, no real big bugs. Oh, which reminds me. I was going to change it to fidelity mode. Requires a reboot. Honestly, I don't know what ray tracing even is. It's a bit embarrassing to say, but I guess I can try fidelity now. Yeah, that's a pretty big difference. But I do notice lower frame rate. Which I will either have to get used to or not. Seen quite a few floating pages by now, so I hope if I do a few story missions, it won't take too long to learn Accio. But I don't think it should. All the gameplay demos and early reviews they did all have Accio in them, so I suspect it's probably a pretty early game thing. Can try to figure out that door lock puzzle, if I can remember where it even was. House point hourglasses. These large ornate hourglasses containing rubies, diamonds, sapphires, and emeralds are enchanted to keep count of house points for Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, and Slytherin respectively. It's kind of interesting that Hufflepuff has diamonds. You'd think there would be some kind of yellow gem. And another one of those door puzzles. So I have, like I said last time, I have kind of spoiled these puzzles for myself because I vaguely know how to solve them, but might still take some time. Because all the symbols represent a number, but then I'm not sure what to do with that information. So I guess I'm not really sure what symbol on the top. I know it's this third one. But I don't know what number it represents. Because 1 I assume is, or unicorn I assume is 1. The 3-headed thing is 3. Spider is 8. Don't they just go in order from 0 to 9? Pretty sure they would. So if the symbol in the puzzle is 2, and we have 4, then the question mark would have to be 0 to add up to 6, which is this. And then the other question mark, or the double question mark, would have to be 5, which is the crab-like thing. I'm sorry if you know more about Harry Potter lore than me. It's like what people call Pokemon, but they know nothing about Pokemon. It's just based on what they look like. So we will have to find the double question mark and put it to the crab symbol. The thing is, I don't know how far the panels can be from the puzzle. There's one right next to it, but I don't know where if the double question mark would be even remotely close. Okay, cool. Oh, it's here. Looks like a crab to me. Now, is this... Oh. Cool. Framed portraits. Solar protection spectacles. Wasn't expecting a cutscene. Okay, no cutscene. I thought maybe Filch's granddad or whatever would show up. Very loud. Anyway, I think I'm going to end the video here because I think I want to try. It's not really experimenting, but I want to see if I can maybe cut my videos a bit shorter than I usually do. Sometimes they're around an hour, and I don't know, I just like to try having videos of like 30 to 45 minutes. So yeah, that is going to be it for today. Again, apologies for my kind of unstructured rambling mixed with comments on the game and stuff. I'm not always the best at talking coherently without being distracted every 5 seconds. But then again, we are in Hogwarts, so I think you can excuse being distracted by everything. But yeah, as always, thank you very much for watching and for listening. Thank you for the support since the very beginning, or since I started uploading regularly again. And I will talk to you next time. Bye bye.